So we're underway in Christchurch. It is the Warriors with the first possession. And here comes Barnett. Just a shoulder going in there from Newcastle.
It's direct contact straight to the head with moderate force against shoulder. On report, he's in the bin.
Can't wait. Obviously disappointing when they see Marata going off the field to truly make this a contest. Pity now is going to help their cause.
Third force, no mitigation, on report, in the bin.
So last play now for the Warriors. Here's Harris Tavita. Tawa. And a batter back. Catewell. Here's Pompey. The Knights. Brayley. Seri start again. Here's Cogger. Now Ponga. Nice hands from Gungai. And it is a drop ball again from Schiller.
Jaden.
Here's a kick from Harris Tavita. It's come off the side of his boot a little bit, but it's awkward. Oh, what a pass there from Pompey. And that's a try. Jackson Ford in his 50th.
Flirting with danger on the sideline. Just tippy toes through. Pompey, knowing he's there. Look at this from Ali Lautawa. Beautiful pass. Jacko Ford in his 50th match gets a very deserving try. He is everywhere.
Change of tactics here for Adam O'Brien as Cogger. Now where's that gone? Schiller is right there! And the Knights have scored!
Coming in to tackle one.
They'll be delighted.
Video review, looking at knock-on case.
Just looking at the right fingers of Dane Gagai. He touches the ball at this point, which is knocked forwards into Adam Pompey.
Well, they just can't catch a break, can they, the Knights?
All of Luke Catewell. That ruck speed again is really good. Here's Metcalf. Clark! And it's Ford again! What's he driving tonight, Jackson Ford?
Look at that, he scores one in the corner. He scores one underneath the black dot.
Jones. Here's Cogger. Now Ponga again. Here's Gungai, almost getting through the gap. Gagai's got the pace. Brilliant. And it is James Schiller going over to score for Newcastle. Good try by the Knights.
Oh, how good to see the veteran himself, Dane Gagai, 34 years old. Look at him, he just puts on the gas here, gets on the outside of Leotawa with the fin there, around Pompey as well. Still got some good pace about him, finds the inside man there. And that's a great try for the Knights, be no question in that.
There's plenty out there from this Newcastle side.
Crosland. There's a good ball intercepted, and it's Luke Metcalf. Will he have too much gas? Sharp's dragging him. Great chase from Fletcher Sharp.
Those are two of the fastest halves you'll see in the competition, Glenn.
Here's Tuopiki at dummy half. Nickel Cookster. Are those your Knights players offside? Tuopiki. Great tackle again from Schiller. And Egan scores the try. Warriors looking for the killer blow. That's Metcalf. Can't quite link up there with Pompey, who again makes something from nothing.
Spins out of it, comes through, and scores a try. Will this be rewarded? Yes, it is. Try confirmed.
Here's Crosland. Cocker. That's a great ball. And that's Brodie Jones over to score. A try for Newcastle.
That's a fight back from this very valiant Newcastle side.
And it's victory to the Warriors for the first time on ANZAC Day since 2014.
Right, team, please feel free to go ahead.
Happy with that one, Andrew?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was very happy with the crowd, the atmosphere, and all the support we've had down there was amazing. Yeah, I thought we defended okay. We didn't kind of go after them like we normally do, but full credit to Newcastle. I thought their back five were really good. Yeah, and I just thought we got our kick chase wrong in the second half a little bit, but really happy. I thought our attack improved a lot. We asked a lot more questions. We're very clear on what we wanted to do. it's pleasing when you win, you know you've got improvement in you, which is cool.
Seems a lot more in control and probably of the game than any other stage this season. Is it probably fair?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I think a lot of games early that we won, we had to come over the top late to win. Yeah, we controlled it really well, I thought. But yeah, like lots of room for improvement. But really happy that a lot of our young guys are learning along the way, and that's really cool. And I feel like our spine's working out how they want to do things. And yeah, one day we're going to put it all together, hopefully.
You did mention after the Roosters, I think in round 3, that you'd expect to see the best from the halves in round 7 or 8. We're here now. Do you think we're sort of seeing that, or still a bit to go?
No, it's definitely a bit to go, but I think that's for every department of our game, really. But yeah, there's definitely a bit to go for them. But I generally feel like they've improved every week, and we're starting to see their better footy. But I think every team's like that this time of year. Like, they're starting to really click. They're starting to understand what works, because you attack against yourselves all pre-season, each other, and you actually then start attacking against different styles of defence. So yeah, they're starting to work it out.
Frustration early on with Malata's bin after a couple of 3 minutes?
Yeah, I thought we dealt with that period really well. I was really fortunate to see he was falling and it was low, and he got up straight away. The guy who made the tackle on, but they're cracking down on those moments big time. But I thought we handled that period really well. I was wrapped in that. I know they ended up getting one in the bin, but you could see that we were on, and we were embracing that, embracing the fact that we only had 12 men.
You made that change in the starting lineup, starting after.
Yep.
Was that to sort of speed up the pack, or what was
that? With Fish being out and Kurt going from the centres back to back row, we just thought it was a really good opportunity for Marat to play front row, and I just think Jacob Laban deserved to be in the team, and Lecker just deserves an opportunity to start. So just see how that went. And that would be such a learning curve for a guy like Lecker in his sort of 6th or 7th NRL game, starting like that. And Murata's played a lot of front row at Parramatta, so we knew he'd do a good job there. And didn't get to play for long because he got sent off after 10 minutes after 2 minutes, but and then he got a head assessment. So, but I think it's a good option for us going forward.
And Jackson Ford, who was going to start, ended up on the bench, comes on and gets 2 tries.
Oh, mate. Lucky he doesn't brag a lot, because he's pretty modest guy, Jacko, but if I was him, I'd be bragging. 2 tries at the front row. He scored one in the corner post too. So, but he's just that guy. He's fit and he's there all the time, and he makes his own luck, Jacko. And yeah, I was really happy for him that he had a real impact when he came on.
Has he explained why he was out there?
No, well, I know why he'd be there, because he'd be chasing like a absolute lunatic, because that's what he does. I don't think he was out of position. I just think he was literally hunting it down like he always does, and he'd be thinking, I'm going to put this guy in the end goal, and then next thing he's there to get an opportunity to score a try.
50 games for Jacko for the club tonight as well, and a sort of milestone, but a big performance as well, and he's sort of come right back after a tougher year last year.
Yeah, Barn can talk about Jacko, like he plays in the front row with him. I think, like he's got a cool reflection on what he's like as a player to play with.
Yeah, I just think for Jacko, he's got a confidence out of a good pre-season. Like, I think last year he come off like an ankle surgery, and this year he got in day one, and I just think once you build that confidence in your training, but someone that doesn't complain about nothing, you can put him out in the field and he's always going to turn up, doesn't ask to come off, and he's that bloke you can count on. So for us, I'm just grateful we've got him in the team firstly, but just really happy with how he's going.
It's just in terms of playing here in Christchurch and the atmosphere, for you, does it feel like you're back at Mount Smart? Is it sort of equal atmosphere?
Mate, it's awesome here. I was lucky enough to play down here last year with the Kangaroos, and I was the away team and they cheered me. So it's one of the best moments of my career, running on the sideline there, and I love this crowd. And then with the Warriors tonight, twice as loud, so it was awesome. I was singing afterwards, and just great we could get the result for them. It's a special place here, and we're enjoying our time here.
Andrew, looked like he had
Cramps, was it?
Yeah, cramps. Yeah.
Nothing serious?
No, just nothing serious. I mean, these players are like racehorses. Some of them are so like tightly tuned. You just want to make sure that late in the game, I just sort of get him off in case the cramp didn't turn into something else because they start running and doing things differently. So just precaution, took him off there, but he's fine.
Yeah. Kicking game tonight with Don Song?
Yeah, kicking. I thought we controlled the game well. I thought we competed really well for catches. Like I said, I just didn't think we backed up the kicks up well. I thought their back five did a great job of just slipping away from us a little bit. I mean, we weren't real dominant there like we normally are with our kick chase.
We got flat after half time as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think the arm wrestle was on there for a period, and I thought their defence went through the roof. Like they were defending really well, and we kind of on transitions weren't carrying the ball that well. And then I felt like there was a period there when these boys came back on, they changed the intensity of that. Barney and Aaron Clark did a great job in that period.
Big momentum change with that intercept by Luke as well.
Yeah, huge. Big play. We nearly butchered it the next play. But I was happy Wade finished it off for us there. Very clever play. But yeah, that was a really good job by Luke to see the pass and be in the right position for that. And certainly not pre-planned, but if you're in the right spot, you can catch those and take off.
How pleased were you with your left edge in the first half? Because Ali and Kirk got try assists.
Yeah.
It was good in the air.
Yeah, I thought they were great in the air. I thought, we competed really well in last plays, and we practice a lot of that stuff where we stand and how we do it. Kirk Capewell, I thought, absolutely worked his backside off, and I thought he saved us a couple of times. His efforts from marker, and he ended up from one side of the field over on the other, saving us. So I absolutely loved his game. So it's one of his best games as a Warrior.
That's your real confidence boost for your pack without James Fisher-Harris there to sort of get on top of Broncos and Knights packs with a lot of internationals in there.
Yeah, definitely. We've already touched on it, sort of some of the younger guys that are just playing really well, and Jacko as well. So it's great, and when you get to add those blokes back in, can only sort of grow in confidence. So yeah, just really happy with how we're going. We've got a lot of things that we can tidy up here and there, but we're just trying to build that consistency, and I think we're starting to.
Henry's sitting second at the moment. Realistically, did you see yourself around there at this time of the season?
I mean, we hope to be. It's a marathon, not a sprint, this competition, and we're almost a third of the way through, which blows me away that that's there already. I think with buys and things like that, it's a little, you get 2 points for it. I think some of those, the ladder position are a bit inflated in our situation. So, we got the real confidence in ourselves and what we can do, but I think Barney would agree we're just so much more grounded this year on worrying about what we want to do each week and not getting ahead of ourselves and not putting too much expectation on what we want to do. But that doesn't mean we don't have faith, and doesn't mean we don't think we can do something. But I never thought at the start of the year or had a goal that after this many rounds we'd be there. Our focus is just trying to win every week.
Is this one of the tightest comps for a while? You think the Storm, you think the Broncos, they turn around and beat the Bulldogs?
Yeah, if you don't get it right, I mean, we've turned up to play, but we've got it wrong twice. Didn't mean we didn't turn up and want to try. We just didn't execute. And if you don't get it right, you get punished. So that's what I'm learning about this competition at the moment.
5 in a row, Adam. Another tough one today, mate.
Yeah, they certainly are. Just got to stick at it, keep working away, working hard during the week. I thought there was some moments there where we actually wrestled our way back into it. To have the 2 tries disallowed in the first half and then to leak 2 off kicks was a big, sort of turnaround. So we could have quite easily, tossed it in, but we didn't. We worked hard, and I think we're still working really hard at the back end of the game. So things will turn for us. We've just got to stick at it.
Does it feel a bit rinse and repeat week after week? Or are they different eras? Or? Like the completions are up over at least over 70% this week. Normally we're in the 60s, so it's just hard. We're down on confidence, no doubt. But it's not going to turn for us. We've got to make it happen and put together really good. Well, it was hard this week. It
we played Sunday, left Monday morning to get over here, and we only had 20 minutes on the field. So it's hard to work at your game on a 5-day turnaround international. So we'll get home, we'll get a good solid weekend this week, and go after Magic Round.
So 7 tries in the last 5 rounds, and I think 5 of them in the last 10 minutes. Just a bit of polish or execution not working for you? Or
are you talking about attack, are you? Yeah. Like I said, some of it's some personnel. We've got some young guys out there at the moment with our experienced guys that are missing. Some confidence and connection stuff. So yeah, if it was an easy answer, it'd be fixed by now.
So 4 straight weeks with a different halfback makes it a bit tougher continuity.
Well, Cogs had surgery on his finger, so he was out. Then Tyson Gamble came back and had no surgery, so he couldn't make the flight over here, so he put Cogs back in. So they're not form changes that I'm making, they're injuries.
Just in terms of the atmosphere here tonight, the full house. And
awesome. The whole week's been good. Yeah, the town's unreal. For a lot of us, it was the first time we'd been here, but the local community's been unreal to us, and weather played its part, and and then the stadium, the atmosphere is awesome. Yeah, really. Other than not winning the game, it's been probably what we needed to get over and spend some time together.
This is a shameless local question, but do you think Christchurch could support an NRL team on the basis of what you've seen here?
Well, based on what I've seen here, exactly, yeah, I do. The Warriors do a tremendous job, but it's a big enough country to support too, isn't it?
Justin, how did you see it on the field?
Yeah, kind of similar. I thought we let ourselves down there on a few last plays there, and let in a few easy tries, and as you said, we're probably down a little bit of confidence too at the moment, but we just got to stick at it, keep working hard when we get back to Australia and go after it. And it's a bit disheartening. Thought even with the short turnaround, we prepared well, and we just come over here and we got beat on the jump there, and we've been allowing teams to do that at the start, and probably knocks the confidence around a little bit. But we've got all the answers within our 4 walls, and we'll make a change and we'll make it work.
The momentum started to change after half-time, all the way up until I think Metcalf makes the intercept, and then it comes back the other way. Did it feel like second half maybe you were going to make some progress here?
Yeah, that's the way we planned on starting, and like I said, we're getting a few things go our way, not in terms of referee or anything like that. It's just something like that, a play like that, a little tap back that leads to a try, a little intercept that we're on the front foot and costs us a try. And when you're not winning games and you're not performing, you can't allow yourself to let in easy tries like that, and it does change momentum. But like I said, it's hard to say when you lose, but there are a lot of positives in how we worked, how hard we worked, and never felt that. But it's kind of same story, I guess, the past few games with those issues.
And Adam, frustration with the sin bin at the start of the game?
It evened up, didn't it? It was one apiece. I was concerned that was going to set a tone for the whole game. But I understand, I haven't sort of been across, the other games, whether it's across the round or whatever. I know that there was a few incidents in the Bulldogs Brisbane game, but it's a hard game for these boys to play at the moment. All our rule changes are around fastening the game up and putting more fatigue in it, but then we're cracking down on accidents. Accidents are going to happen when the game's this fast and there's that much fatigue, and we've done that. We've made the rule changes, and then it's just hard for them to play at the moment. Just little, the one that we had last week with James Schiller, trying to stop a try at full speed, and he just brushes a chin and he gets 10 minutes. It's a bit unfair on him.
How can you coach around it?
Well, none of us coach to do it. It's not part of the tip sheet to go there and hit blokes in the head. You just got to, we work hard at tackle technique, but like I said, the game's fast and there's a lot of fatigue in it, and guys, accidents are going to happen, and I understand that. We don't want to be hitting anyone in the head, but like getting sent to the bin and all of that all the time, like it's bloody hard. Some of them, and some are just flat out unacceptable. But yeah, there's a lot of innocuous ones that are getting punished pretty hard.
Tyson, as a middle forward, does a lot of defence. Does it sit in the back of your mind, these sort of crackdowns? Does it change the way that you go into your work?
Nah, it doesn't change the way you play. I think you got to be, I don't know if you say cautious of going in a bit too aggressive and a bit carefree. That's what you want us to do as middle forwards, is be aggressive, but you do need to watch how you go into contact. But like I said, no one's going out there to hit someone high. These things happen and accidents do happen, but all teams are in the same boat, so we just got to get on with it, I guess.
The Knights have found themselves behind the 8 ball a bit at this time of the season fairly recently and come home with a wet sail. Is there any similarities between the last couple of years that you can sort of feel, and does that give you more confidence that you're not far away from digging your way out?
No, what gives me confidence is the recipe that we've used in the past is what we need to do. We've spoken about, high accountability and working hard and being really disciplined and connected. During this period, you still got to find some purpose each day to try and put a smile on your face and be upbeat and remain faith that we can turn it. So we'll be relying on that again, but just because it's worked in the past doesn't mean that we can just assume that it's going to happen again. We need to make it happen, and to the boys' credit, they are. I think most would agree 5-day tournament is pretty tough to come over here and play these guys here, and we can give up.